It's wALT, Q877. We are backstage at Lollapalooza 2013, and I am joined by Hey Marseilles. How you guys doing?
Hello.
Doing
Very
great.
well, thank you.
So, is this your first Lolla experience?
This is our first experience at Lollapalooza, yeah.
So, what do you think so far? I mean, you haven't played yet, but you had a chance to see the grounds and whatnot.
Yeah, so good. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Overwhelming a little bit, but we're really excited to be here.
Awesome. Now, for those who aren't familiar with your music, you guys have very interesting instrumentation.
Thank you.
I think.
Yeah.
I mean, normally
We think so too.
people have, guitar, bass, drums,
Yeah.
maybe a keyboard, but you guys are more traditional in the sense that you have. Well, tell everybody the other instruments that you guys play.
Yeah, we have guitar, drums, bass, but we also have cello, viola, accordion, keys, clarinet, trumpet.
A little bit of triangle sometimes.
Triangle,
Right.
yeah, auxiliary percussion depending on the show.
Now,
Yeah.
did that just grow out of playing together, or did you go into it thinking we want to add some elements that aren't normally used in traditional radio music?
We leaned pretty heavily on the Ouija board as a means of determining kind of like our sound. We sort of like all got in and did that thing, and we followed the pointer.
Clarinet.
We followed it.
Use
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
clarinet.
Fortunately, it worked out. Yeah, it was a pretty organic process. So we're really interested, I think, in kind of the idea of arrangement and dynamic and integrating a lot of those different elements makes that easier.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, you guys are all from Seattle, or the band is from Seattle. Are you guys all from the Northwest?
We are, yeah.
And how did you guys hook up? How'd you meet?
Philip and I and another guy named Nick met in college and just kept adding members to the recordings and ended up playing a show, and we couldn't fit anybody else on stage at 7, so here we are.
7 people.
Yeah.
And how do you guys travel? You travel in a van?
We have a 15-passenger van, and we take a lot of Xanax.
I would imagine. So now I read you just put out your second record recently, Lines We Trace. And I read that you said that it was more of a collaborative effort and more focused than your first record. How so?
I think more focused just because we knew how to write music together. I think the first record was kind of a compendium of songs we'd written as individuals and brought to the table, and then the second record was all about creating kind of a focused soundscape, I guess. And thematically too, I think it's a bit more focused, just reflecting kind of our maturation as musicians and as people.
Well, you know what they say, you have your entire life to write your first record, and
Yeah.
then usually 6 months to do your second.
Exactly, it's a lot of pressure.
So you kind of need to be focused,
Yeah,
I suppose.
totally.
I watched the Rio video recently. How many takes did it take to get that one, to nail it?
The Rio video, that was 5 or 6 maybe.
No, it was 12.
Oh, it was
I'm pretty
12.
sure it was 12, yeah.
I just showed up
Because
the right ones.
obviously very well choreographed, but
Yeah.
The things that went into making that final shot were pretty funny. Like, we were all hanging out at the warehouse all day long,
right.
getting things prepared. And while we were getting things prepared, we had like a pickup truck show up with maybe 20 pizzas, and we had, I believe, 2 kegs show up. And right next door to us, there was a group of capoeira dancers. So, like, the parking lot for the shoot was people riding around on rollerblades, people hitting the keg, and like trying to infiltrate the capoeira dancing session.
Yeah.
It was a pretty fun day.
It was a lot of fun.
It's an amazing video. It looks really fun too. So,
Yeah,
so what's the rest of the plans for the rest of the year? What do you got going on?
We've got another tour in the fall. We're just about to wrap up this summer series of shows, and then we're touring in the fall, and then really trying to take time to focus on writing our next record. We want
Right.
to get that out sooner rather than later.
Awesome. Well, enjoy your Lollapalooza experience.
Thank you so
and
much.
thanks for stopping by, and can't wait to see you come back through Chicago again.
Yeah, thank you for having
Awesome.
us.
It's
Thank
Hey
you.
Marseilles. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.